Hello everybody, thanks for joining me again. We're at it once again with Eversio in the UKL series. What's up with my hair? Holy. Anyway, it's always a pleasure to cast for you guys, and yeah, fix it 'cause that's gonna bother me. So the stream has already, the draft has already started, and we can see already very top-centric bands here with Darius and Vayne. Very interesting. We've actually seen members of actually CBA before. They have played previously in the UKL and we have faced against them. To my knowledge, we did win one time, but sometimes, you know, a bit hard. Depends on who's playing on Eversio. They tend to shift around a lot of players, so it's a bit hard to say with confidence how it will go today. But everyone on actual CBA is a strong participant in their own right. So Eversio, so far, you know, they've had a bit of trouble. Let's see how they can do it today. We have Mechanics returning to the mid lane. He did a really good job in past games Eversio had, really keeping things going. We also have Hido joining us once again, this time in the AD carry position. And oh, I see. Well, guys, actually, I am a bit confused on the draft here. So Eversio's lineup today will actually be Awaken in top lane. We have Varsal in jungle, Mechanics in mid. We have Hido as AD carry and Iconic as his support. It's a lineup without Eyegloss for today, I see. So let's see how that will go. It's rumors of Awaken going back to the top lane. Let's see if it's a good start for this change. Let's see if it's a healthy way forward. We see the Ambessa being picked into the Sion. Traditionally, Sion does pretty well into Ambessa earlier on, and then Ambessa can start to take trades into Sion after first item at level 6. But in general, I mean, Sion has tools to handle Ambessa. It's just a matter of how far ahead the Ambessa gets. The Kaisa from actually CBA signals that they want to go very deep with the engage. Eversio here have options to build disengage units. Zaya is available, Jana is available, and I think would be a great addition here. We see Smolder getting hovered here at the moment as a sort of answer to the Kaisa aggression. Smolder will just scale infinitely, has good frontline from the Sion. Not the best against the Ambessa Kaisa. I think Smolder can get forced out of fights. Let's see what the perhaps support pairing has to offer. Eversio could also go for a jungler here in this position if they think actually CBA might want something like the Wukong. Alright, there it is, there's the jungle. They go for Xin Zhao for Varsal. A bit naked with the Xin Zhao, you kind of want that help when you pick up this champion. You want the Enchanter support, maybe a bit more help from mid lane as well, like the Orianna, which is banned in this game. So let's see how the rest of the draft goes here. CBA might pick up a jungler, but no. They go for the Thresh, a pick that Iconic was doing pretty well on as well. So perhaps taking away a comfort from Iconic is CBA's way of saying, you know, that's something we can play as well. We didn't really talk about the bans, Anivia, Orianna, Karma, very mid-centered bans here from CBA, while Eversio kind of hinting the top lane bans with Darius Vayne and Varus just in general being a strong champion. Top mid ADC all around, right? So we see the Braum ban here from CBA, Akali from Eversio. So Eversio looking at mid lane, trying to remove threats to keep Hido alive. CBA removing the Mel as well. So let's see, what does Mechanics play this game? He has options, he has the Ahri, he has the Syndra. He has a lot of champions he can use. I feel like I'm missing something. There's also LeBlanc, of course, he plays a good LeBlanc Azir as well. So a lot of things he could think about. So let's see how it goes. Ryze being hover banned here. I think CBA probably wants something like the Syndra or the Azir or Galio even, I don't know. I feel like their comp is very heavy on sort of engage, not too much disengage on their champs. Let's see. Someone needs to blind from CBA. It's either going to be the oh no, they can just go jungle here, never mind. Okay, so most likely they go jungle here and leave mid this last pick. What do you go into Xin Zhao though is the question. You could go for Malphite and just go all in on the engage. Alright, we go for Jarvan. I think Xin Zhao typically has a better standing against Jarvan, just outscales better and has abilities that deny Jarvan's, you know, like dashes and stuff, but a full lethality Jarvan here alongside with all the engage that CBA have, I mean, it makes sense in terms of what they want for the comp, right? So if they can all just press their buttons on Hido, Hido disappears, what do Eversio have? Let's see. What do they pick? So apparently they will have a Talia left alive. I think Talia does an excellent job here as well. Denies the Jarvan, denies the Thresh, denies the Ambessa. What do we pair it with in the support role is my question. Do we get the Enchanter support here? Something like Janna would be excellent here. Denies the engage. It also helps the Xin Zhao as well. I think Nami could do well as well. Nami, this is not picked at the moment. Soraka is a nice champ. There's the Janna. I like the pickup here. Actually, CBA going very deep in the engage comp, so Eversio pick up the Janna to kind of keep Smolder alive. Now, I'd assume there's not going to be too much roaming coming out of Iconic on this Janna. But if he wants to, he does have options. Janna moves really quickly thanks to her passive. So let's see what the last pick will be. It's going to be that Twisted Fate to lock it in here for the mid lane. Twisted Fate, no real dashes, but he could be susceptible to the W from Talia, as Mechanics could land an empowered Q for a slow, and the W will be easy pickings on a dashless champion like the TF. Talia having the range advantage as well. So alright guys, it's first time we're seeing Eversio without Eyegloss in the top lane. A bit of a sort of okay, that's new to see. I'm really curious as to see how it goes. Awaken, shout out to you. You've played support, you've played AD carry, you're now in the top lane. So back to where it all started. I hope it works out here, and let's see. I mean, Hido as an AD carry, definitely a step up from Awaken. I'm still a big fan of the old school Awaken Iconic bot lane era. I still think this was a pretty strong combination to go up against. Iconic hasn't really convinced me yet on the support role. His Thresh is pretty good, yes, but I'm comparing it to Awaken, right? And I just think from what we've seen, he's had better moments. Now maybe he's, you know, finding a bit growing pains, you know, trying to get back into the role. And yeah, but we know what he's worth as a player. We know he's very clutch in the moments he needs to be. And the consistency is there. So it's only just a bit rough to see it when it goes south. Okay, so we have a few minutes to go here before we we get into the game. So let's talk a bit about these individual matchups. We've talked a bit about the top lane here, Sion against Ambessa. Sion usually has the upper hand earlier on if they go for a long scale fight. Ambessa needs that level 6, needs the items like Eclipse or Black Lever to cut through Sion's defenses and sort of deal damage to him. Meanwhile in the jungle we have the Xin Zhao versus the Jarvan. Xin Zhao does scale a lot better than Jarvan, has maybe a little less ganking ability if Jarvan lands a better EQ perhaps, but yeah, two solid champs to go up against each other. Their clear speeds are relatively similar as well. Great dragon control. I think Xin Zhao just slightly edges out Jarvan, just due to the fact that if Jarvan does not land EQ or chooses to use EQ in a way that's not offensive or combative, or does not have the burst, Xin Zhao will just heal it all the way back up and have his cooldowns off and ready. Just the way the champion works. It's such a strong duelist overall in the solo setting. So yeah, I'd expect Varsal to have a bit more pressure earlier on in this matchup, and looking more to be everywhere that this Jarvan wants to be. They need to watch out though for this Twisted Fate moving on to the mid lane matchups. Twisted Fate does have a bit of a rougher matchup in the lane against Mechanic's Talia, outranging him, outdamaging him, out-trading him as well. However, the ultimate ability from Twisted Fate is such a strong ability to roam with. Luckily, Eversio can respond with their ult as well. Talia ult will do wonders at traversing the map at high speeds, and we should be seeing a lot of roaming action from mid lane. So overall, better laning and equal dominance in the range. In the roaming aspect from mid lane. I'd expect Mechanics to be a bit more ahead in this matchup. And lastly, in the bot lane, we have the Smolder and Janna versus Kai'Sa Thresh. This could be a bit of a volatile lane. It all depends on how the Thresh is playing into this lane. Of course, earlier levels like level 1, 2, Kai'Sa has just immense burst. Nothing that Janna could shield enough for, and nothing that Smolder could outtrade. And if the Thresh lands a simple E, generating stacks for Kai'Sa's passive along with W or Q, it could lead to a lot of damage and a lot of early pressure going into CBA's range. So if CBA play it right, I think they definitely have this early advantage, but if Eversio want, they have tools to sort of give up the earlier pressure and allow the waves to crash into them, sort of play their game, scale up with the Smolder. It's Hido, the ever famous Maltese AD carry, playing in the bot lane. My eyes light up a bit, even knowing that I'm going to be watching one of his games today, so I'm sure he's coming into this game with a game plan. He can expect certain strategies here from CBA, and along with Iconic, who's also very familiar with the AD carry role, they definitely know more than me as to how to perhaps approach this lane. It gets tricky in all these competitive settings, but I wish them all the best. Let's see, it's been a while since Eversio picked up a good win for us, so let's hope for the best, as we're 30 seconds away from starting this match. What are your predictions, dear chat? Does anyone, who are we supporting today? I hope everyone here is supporting Eversio, of course. Who do we have in the chat? Klexos, hello Klexos. Hope you're doing well. We have Lemon as well, hello. Zalian in the chat, welcome. Hope you all enjoyed this match and the casting that goes alongside it. We are 5 seconds away, guys. Stay tuned as we hop into game 1. Eversio versus actually CBA. Wow. The black screen of death. Alright, here we go. Skins pretty much on par. Everyone showing a skin except for Hido, the Maltese faker. He doesn't play with skins. Oi. Hello, same. You're here for mechanics, and why wouldn't you be? Good to see mechanics back with the team. He did a fairly good job every time he played, pretty much being a lifeline for Eversio. It's good to see him back here. Alright guys, let the games begin. Very standard opening, 5-point spread across the map. Both sides respecting each other, making sure that no one enters their jungles. I mean, it's rare to see any engage meta in the current state of things. As we can see here, as predicted, the early levels will be a bit rough here for a versus bot lane, but as you can see, excellently traded onto the Thresh here. It's almost like magic when knowledge meets execution here on the League of Legends map. Let's see, both junglers relatively on par with their clear. But actually we see Jarvan here, Dun Lozi, with a very, very fast start here on his Raptors, and he goes for what looks like a potential invade, is it? Very crazy here. Okay, so Jarvan walked from his Raptors to Varsal's Red. I'm not too sure as to the idea. We see the bot lane as well rotating here. Varsal's on it. He has no idea what's going on. And Varsal walks into a bush. And he finds trouble. It's a nice first blood here. Well coordinated by CBA. Varsal really caught off on the back foot of that one. It's a shame nowhere to spot it here. And now this Jarvan will take the red buff. And he will be going for Scuttle Crab. Now, despite this going an early kill for the jungler, overall both junglers will have delayed tempo here, right? The Jarvan will be up one buff camp, so it's not really a big, well, like it's not a Gromp or a Krugs or something. And his clear is also delayed. Some would even argue this is a net positive for Varsal if we're looking to play for Dragon as well, as he should be first on it, and Jarvan should still have camps to clear. Let's hope no more extra pressure for Varsal. But I'm not too sure about this gank idea. He's still level 3 and he still has camps to do. Let's see here. Varsal spotted on a ward in the river. He will go back to his clear. Meanwhile, the Jarvan, happy to clear his blue side camps, recalling for his top camps to spawn. CS going in the way we'd expect here. Sion Awaken doing a good job keeping ahead of the Ambessa. A big hook line landed here from the Thresh onto Hido. Takes a lot of damage. But once again, Eversio are still finding good trades in the bot lane despite being in scary positions. Iconic and Hido on Jan and Spolder respectively here actually find great success here in the bot lane. Hido is currently up, or should we call it Retetebebe or Retebeb. Yeah, he's currently up 6 minions at the moment. It's very nice. Have a quick look at his stacks. Currently at 37 stacks in the 5th minute. He will be getting more and more as time goes on. Smolder's Q will deal more AoE damage as well. So it gets even easier to stack the minion wave. We see a potential gank here from the Jarvan. We see Varsal is around as well. This should be going in their favor. Iconic lands a great tornado to hold the Jarvan in place. And Jarvan forced to flash. And something nice about that, he also took Smolder's Q with him, which did deal AoE damage, granting 3 stacks to Smolder. Fantastic stuff, no? Alright, nice bit of aggression here. Great timing from Varsal. So despite the play being good, the dragon is still up for grabs for CBA. But I'm sure that the Eversio are happy to trade. They do have the later game advantage here. So giving up one dragon isn't all that bad. It's just a shame. It's an X-Tech dragon. Everyone likes attack speed and cooldown reduction to some extent. So yeah, quite a good dragon to take from CBA. Alright, so they are up 1k gold at the moment. I'm really not sure where all that money is going. And 500 of it is on jungle. And it seems like another 200 is on the mid lane. I guess the TF passive is just very strong. Let's see. Quiet beginnings to this game. The quieter it is, guys, the better. Oh no! As I just finished the sentence, Awaken gets ulted from the Ambessa, and here comes the TF ult as well. Cormac here walks away with barely a health bar, as Awaken is not able to secure the 1-for-1. The TF presence there. Mechanics was not ready for that one, but now he has the option to use his ult himself to maybe change the tides of one of these lanes. It's moving very, very smoothly at the moment for CBA. They're up 1.4k at the moment from just sheer rotations. Their CS is pretty much... It's very strange for me that they are up this much gold. We are ahead in AD carry, ahead in top lane. I guess even in mid, but TF passive is there, right? There's 2 kills on the board as well, and Jarvan just has 3 more camps here than Varsal at the moment. But yeah, I wouldn't be expecting much from this early game until Smolder gets a lot more stacks. We see Awaken here finding moments to bully out Cormac from the lane. Just goes to show that Sion is such a strong champion lane as well. Just the bulk of the character. If he can hit you more than you can hit him back. And he's getting grass procs as well on top of things. I mean, such a strong champ overall. Let's have a look at those Smolder stacks. We're at 83 at the 9-minute, well, 10-minute mark almost. So yeah, expect him to hit like 90 stacks here at the 10th minute. This game will have an eventual explosion moment in it where a big team fight will dictate how this game will go. It's games like this, calm, thoughtful, methodical, that lead to such brilliance when it comes to the team fighting. And I hope we're in for a show. So far, calm, cool, collected. I like this side of Eversio as well. They haven't really done anything proactive or in their advantage, but they are definitely staying sort of not too far behind with a scaling matchup like the Smolder, like the Sion. Good to see it. And I do think Jarvan and Twisted Fate do tend to fall off the later the game goes. And Thresh kind of similar, no? So yeah, if Kai'Sa doesn't really have that much support, it's not the greatest champion to ult in. Oh, hook lands here onto Smolder. You see, there's the ult. A lot of damage traded. Boom! Oi, 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 did not have the Q of Flash. Ult here from Iconic to Insect Vanguard. However, the teleport from the TF is proving some trouble here. We see excellent kiting here from Eversio. There's the ult from Mechanics. Vanguard goes down. Mechanics picks up the Thresh. The Jarvan gets Hida on the back line. So far, a very messy fight. We have 3-4-3 here in this exchange. Iconic being the last standing on Eversio's side, and Dunlozi, the Jarvan player, being the one standing here. That will be another dragon for CBA. Interesting trades here all around. It looked greater for Eversio than what it ended up being, but in the end, an equal trade so far. Let's see, let's see. This time we saw Mechanics use that Talia ult to chase the Twisted Fate across the map. So it's good to see. The follow-up was there. Maybe he can do it just a bit quicker. Things can go a bit better for them. Big fight here ensues. Varsal's in the middle of it. He's still alive. He goes down, but not before taking out the Jarvan. And meanwhile, Hido pelleting away, dealing a ton of damage. Here comes Mechanics with the return. And so far we're caught in a 2-for-2, but it looks like Eversio will pick up a third. As Mechanics now showing a killing spree. That's 3-for-2 here. Not much will be taken further from this play, but at least we're up one kill here. And the gold now finally on Eversio's side. They are up 600 gold. Let's see, there's the ult from Awaken used. Iconic is here to try and turn the tides of battle. However, they did not calculate the Twisted Fate porting in. There's the Janna ult used to try and get some space, but it won't be enough. And here comes the Jarvan on the side as well. Gets the ult off. Forces Awaken to flash out. And there's the Talia ult. Varsal flashes in with W. Does not land. But here comes Mechanics. They target in the Jarvan. He's going low. And he does fall. Mechanics now on a rampage. It's a 1-for-1. Iconic does go down, but in exchange a jungler did fall. Now we do see CBA's bot lane here getting free pickings on this bot lane turret, but so does Hido in the mid lane. We see that Smolder happily pelleting away on the mid lane turret. Oh no, Mechanics quick to get shut down here. As Cormac says, no, I am Ambessa. And despite you denying dashes, I will indeed dash on you, Mechanics. And there's the Rift Herald secured as well on the side. CBA, despite having some bad fights, they seem to be calm and collected when it comes to picking up these objectives. Pause is actually coming out here on the side of Eversio. I'm curious to see what's the reason behind it. Oh, this is actually a pretty serious thing, and I have no idea how to fix it. Yeah, so the issue for this pause, they have two quests. Two mid lane quests. Am I reading that right? Two bot lane quests. Yep, there we go. So Iconic and Hido. Sorry, Iconic. Hido and Mechanics both have the AD carry quest line. So Mechanics isn't getting upgraded boots, and if he stays bot long enough, he can get boots in his 6th item slot, I guess. But yeah, I have no idea how I mean, they're not, surely you don't remake the game for this reason, right? But yeah, we need to find a way around it, right? Okay, so they're kind of They're kind of deliberating in the chat. Let's see what solution comes about. I'm just a streamer, guys. I am not the rule maker in this decision. Let's see who gets what here. So yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do. I I hope they keep me looped in and the game continues. I mean, I assume at this point you just play, right? So yeah, I don't know what's the call here. Alright. I mean, I'm trying. Oh, okay, they're gonna continue. Let's see. Because I'm trying to ask if they have any solutions, but I am not able to actually talk in this spectator mode, so unlucky, I guess. Alright, so Eversio did contact an admin to see what's gonna happen here. Let me see. No response at all yet, right? Yep. Sorry, guys. We'll just have to wait, I guess. boy, oh boy, oh boy. Let's see if we're in for 3 games. Or something crazy. I don't know. We'll have to check out Smolder stacks for sure. Sorry, soon enough because it's been requested. But to my knowledge, I can't. Oh, I can check them here. Okay, there you go. That's the Smolder stacks. 155 by the 15th minute. So as Smolder gets more and more stacks, you know, it gets easier to stack. And he actually is up to 10 per minute now. We see the game is gonna continue here. So I guess the admins were like, you know, you gotta make sure that you pick the correct role. It's not on us to do that for you, right? And yeah, there's no way on the right client to change it, I assume. So it's gonna be that. I don't know. Kind of works out maybe better for Eversio. I don't know. I mean, having that 6 item slot is just gonna take a long time. And this is what mechanics would have gotten, right? Yeah. So mechanics would have gotten these boots if he had the quest line. I mean, if this game goes to super late game, hey, mechanics will have a 6th item. Oh, quick engage here onto Zerg as Eversio unleash pain on CBA support. Meanwhile, Awaken in the bot lane engages onto Fane God here. We see the teleport from the Twisted Fate. Awaken trying to use his ult to get more damage into the situation, but he will not be able to. He does get the pressure off the dragon though, as Eversio are able to secure their first dragon of the game in the 1-for-1. And here comes the teleport. This could be another easy pickings for Eversio. Cormac goes in. There's the out from Jarvan. A lot of damage for Eversio shut down as Cormac goes down. Not even any health damage here thanks to the Janna ult. Janna, such a strong pick against these heavy engaged champions. Alright, let's see guys. It's very 50-50 game. It's very hard to predict. I mean, my hopes with Eversio here, the way they're playing. But it's not as clear cut as you would think. Oh, mechanics does not land W, but he does not need it. He almost goes down for it. But he does have enough damage with the Q. And Varsal finds the support here. Yet again, the heal is used. But here comes Twisted Fate and here comes Jarvan. Oi, oi, oi. Alright, Varsal backs off in time. And he will not be taken down today. He Dawn Swallow here, completely gapping the Kaisa and CS here. Already we see, what's that, like almost 30 CS up for him. Yeah, he's exactly 30 at the moment, right? Oh, not a small feat at all. Let's see here, a big fight is soon coming here. We see Cormac on the Ambessa coming in from the other side. The dragon is spawning in 3 minutes. And Baron will be spawning soon. Varsal here on the side finds Cormac, deals his damage. And look at that. That's why Jarvan isn't that great into the Xin Zhao matchup. The Talia just insta-shot him as well. Once Xin doesn't find the damage with the engage, he's pretty much cooked in this matchup. Not really anything the player can do about it. And down goes the turret. So Eversio now pretty much ahead in action at the moment. Let's see here what's next. The dragon will soon spawn. The Baron has been up for some time. We see Awaken with 990 extra health on the Scion passive at the moment. And Hido here on the shoulder, 239 stacks at the 21st minute. As you can see, it gets bigger and bigger, wider and wider, faster and faster for the smolder stacking the longer the game goes. You can see this Ambessa matchup here starting to favor a lot in the in Ambessa's favor. Those two items, the level lead, it's just the way Ambessa works. We see mechanics on the side as well, getting picked off just before the dragon. That's not what Eversio wanted to see. Awaken teleports in, full health resources, ready to tank for his team. Let's see how it goes. Eversio still want to play it. That's one going down. He already has his passive going. It's a double kill for the Smolder. Let's see Vayne God kiting away here on the Kai'Sa. And he goes down 2 to Awaken. This looks like a run and done deal here for Eversio. If you think Hido's looking strong now, he's only going to get stronger and stronger. And yeah, I mean, if they don't find a way to start fights with Hido going down, there's not really much CBA can do in this game. There's the TF fault used. Early in the team fight here, the positioning is there. Akone gets singled out, he gets stunned, he gets queued by the Thresh. And now that Janna's out, do CBA win the fight is the question. Mahanix gets focused next, he goes down too. Hido separated from the fight while Varsal is going deep with Awaken. They find one kill in the Jarvan. And Hido's on the side pressuring. The TF goes low, down into Awaken's Q, and the burst goes in. There we go, it's a 2-4 here for Eversio. With key units like Varsal and Hido still alive, they will be able to take the Baron as well. As Cormac on the Ambessa here being the last man standing, 1 Q away from Hido, he would also get taken out. Iconic did not expect the aggression to come his way, but he will gladly go down for his team's success. Awaken here in the top lane. He's feeling comfortable playing top once again. A lot more confident than AD carry. Oi oi oi, Vanguard steps up a bit too fast. And down goes the CBA AD carry. This game is looking rough for them. Awaken in the top might have a bit to worry about though, as the Mesa could potentially take him out. Meanwhile though in the mid lane, Eversio just keep on pushing on. And that's the inhibitor turret falling. They take the inhibitor. Now do they have the speed to push in the top lane turret? There's the Sion ult used, just barely misses. But the slow is engaged. There's the Sion Q, gets the knock up. And best ult used to deny the crowd control from the Sion knock up. And Eversio crash that wave and take a recall here. It seems like Eversio want to make like a final push type of thing. They all recalled after pushing that wave, and we see even some of them sporting potions, right? Like Fortitude potion here on Varsal. Now, what was the intention to get one big fight and end the game? I'm not too sure. What a fight here by CBA. We saw the initial focus here on Hido and Iconic lead to good results here. Now Eversio are on the back foot. They don't really have damage. Mechanics was nowhere to be found in this fight as well. And with Varsal going down, that will be a catastrophic defeat here for Eversio. Awaken gets shut down here for the quadra kill. Or was it just a triple? I'm not too sure. But yeah, the end result is 4 members of Eversio down with Thresh going down. A nice engage here from the Jarvan to start things off. Now we still have flash on the smolder. It's just Iconic that used his on the Janna. Let's see, this game just took a right turn. So I'm curious to see if we can actually pick it up. I was really thinking it's very Eversio favored. And by all means I think it still should be. But another engage like that from CBA and that's the end of it. Mechanics not thinking about the Twisted Fate port, and there goes the Jarvan as well. It's another shutdown for CBA as they continue to pressure here the mid lane and the bot lane turrets. Let's see it here. Varsar goes in. He's still up and at him. There's the damage from Hido on this side as Awaken is engaging. The flash used here from Hido as Cormac lands the best ult. But a Janna ult and a flash from the AD carry means they can't disengage. And look at that. All Eversio members are still up. Varsar with a great flash W on the Zing. Gets the Kaisa as well. And now Eversio are looking to go for the chase. To maybe find more picks. Mechanics here pushing in on the inhibitor. Now are Eversio looking to end is the question. It does seem like it's the case. Do they have enough to do so? 30 seconds across the board here. Awaken is very low on health. It's just a Jarvan and a Thresh. With 26-second timers. This could be the end of game 1. And it just might be the case. That's one turret going down. And this is it, guys. If this was in the end, I don't know what is. Eversio with a game 1 victory of a best of 2 series. Woohoo! We pick a game. Let's go, Eversio. Alright, now isn't that nice to see a victory now and then? Doesn't hurt anyone, does it? So yeah, let's go on a quick pause here for game 2 as we set up the lobby. Stay tuned, guys. We have more Eversio CBA action coming soon. Oi, oi, oi. Alright guys, we're back with game 2. Let's go. So Eversio pick up game 1, a nice victory to pick up indeed. And yeah, it's been a while, and actually CBA are a pretty good team, so it's nice to pick up wins against them. We're seeing here the bans now at the moment. Keep in mind this is not fearless draft, so the smaller ban, kind of a response to the last game. Now the question is, do they know that he's not just a smolder player? Oh no, he's far worse than that. He's a disgusting Zeri player. Oi. I don't know. I'm just trying to predict what he'll pick. We see the Scion ban as well. It's a very strong blind pick, but Eversio this time have the counter pick in red side, so sometimes you kind of don't really take blind matchups, right? If you don't need it. So I'm not too sure about the Scion ban. The first pick Orianna is also questionable. I mean, Mechanics just goes Ahri here, right? And destroys her. Ahri, LeBlanc are really good into the Orianna. No, Sepion, no, it's not fearless. Hello Lemon, hello again. Yo, what's up? So let's see it. Let's see what the next picks are. There's the Ahri, as predicted, alright. 07 Mechanics. Hearing me out from here. Ahri into Orianna, a very easy matchup for Ahri. Very winnable. And the next up here, Eversio could go for the AD carry or jungle pickup. Anything that's left that's strong. Caitlyn is available. I don't know if he plays Caitlyn, but it is there. Lucian is available as well. Corki, Jinx, Ashe, Vi. Okay, very interesting. Varsal on Vi with the Ahri. Very pick-oriented comp here. This could be a Jinx game, but Jinx very susceptible to combos that go along with Orianna. Jarvan is available, Nocturne is available, and if you go a champion like Jinx, he could be 200 and 0. If two buttons remove him from the map and they are clickable buttons, it's not gonna be an easy time, right? So there's the Severe doing well with Orianna a lot of times, as it gives speed to the engage. I mean, I don't know about that Grantless, but if you say so. But I have my own experience with this matchup, not personally, but I've seen it played out, and most times I've seen it, at least I've always seen Ahri winning. Maybe Orianna's are not playing it good, who knows. Let's see here, Dr. Mundo as a blind pick from CBA. Could be jungle potentially here, it could be in the top lane. I'm not a big fan of Orianna Mundo, but I mean, it can work. It's not really that clickable ball delivery service you get from like a Jarvan or a Malphite, right? But it does buff the Mundo to greater heights. We see Kai'Sa being picked up here by Hido. I was not expecting that, but the pick comp continues to go along with the team, right? If Vi picks up someone, if the Ahri charms, we can go in. We see the Nocturne ban here. Eversio were kind of feeling the same thing here, but Mundo locked in from CBA. I'm not too sure what the idea is behind it. Yes, you can kind of mix it up between top lane and jungle, but do you really want to play Mundo forcefully in the jungle if top lane has no better picks? Let's see. Karma banned here. They banned Karma last time as well. Thresh is available for Eversio. I think Thresh could pair really well with the current champions they have, and Iconic has done really good things on it as well. Bard could be a pick. Maybe starts the setup as well, but I think Thresh just fits a bit better. Even if Eversio ever overcommit, the Thresh Lantern kind of saves the day. Let's see. Let's see what they go for. Go for the Gnar or Ornn blind here potentially. I assume Eversio are thinking that Mundo could go in the jungle, right? I'm not sure if they're like locked in on the idea of it might go top or jungle, but Gnar and Ornn kind of having okay matchups into the Mundo. Alright, so it's gonna be the Nar Awaken. Nice. We have that good engage, right? So yeah, they have to play around the evolution. It's been a while since we've seen a Nar. It's been a while. And it's always nice to see a good Nar play out, right? Get those transforms with there and then nice ults into stuns. And it will be the Aatrox now showing into the Nar matchup. I'm unsure as to who wins this. Aatrox usually not having the worst times against ranged matchups, but Nar is kind of the best of both worlds, right? And he also has move speed to try and dodge those sweet spots. Renata Glask here picked up for CBA. Okay, currently when I look at CBA's draft, the identity of this team comp is very kind of scattered. It's like they wanted to start with an engage comp and then they're like, we're gonna go long range. I have no idea actually. No, the synergy is just not working out for me. And then Senna to pair up with the Kai'Sa. Okay, interesting choice here. They gave last pick to Iconic, picking up the Senna. He's had multiple times to experience this matchup. So yeah, Iconic on Senna. He's played it in the carry position. He's played it in support position. And yeah, when Eversio goes in, Senna just R's from the other side of the map, shielding everyone, dealing damage. I do fear that maybe Iconic could be left a bit alone, right? With the Senna. Kind of all of Eversio's champions have this like really accelerated way of engaging. And Senna's like the last champion in the list, right? That should be in theory left far away, but let's see how it plans out. The ult of course does help out the ultimate from Senna's global. And usually engages they would be happening around the same area, so let's see. Alright, Eversio just quickly confirming if Mundo is jungle or if he's in the top lane. And CBA, like, I don't think they're taking it that seriously as a request. So yeah, we might be extended here for a few more extra seconds as the players settle it between them. Alright. Alright. Let's see. Alright. So a lot of, sorry guys, there was a lot of messaging back and forth here. And yeah, so basically Eversio wanted to know if Mundo is going in the jungle or Aatrox is going top. And yeah, so CBA didn't want to say. it is what it is. The admin said they don't need to, so that's that. So we still have a couple of minutes here together, so let's talk a bit about the individual matchups here. And I mean, I was assuming that Mundo is in the jungle just because of earlier draft priority, right? So I'm just gonna go along with that thought line. So starting off from the top lane here, Aatrox Gnar. Like I said, usually Aatrox having decent-ish matchups into ranged, and but Gnar, of course, being ranged and having higher DPS earlier on, Aatrox Q is just on such a long cooldown that it's not going to be possible to sort of, you know, out damage an R earlier on at least. So let's see. Maybe Aatrox with some levels, maybe post 6 Aatrox could do the work. So that's what I assume would happen in the top lane. Very similar matchup style to the last game where Awaken should win early and then kind of has an okay-ish mid to late game. Depends on the trades he takes, right? Meanwhile in the jungle we have what I'm assuming is Dr. Mundo and Vi here, and so Vi and Dr. Mundo. I mean, Vi has the early ganks, right? Has the pressure, but one wrong gank and Dr. Mundo's just gonna run around and just outscale the Vi. And yeah, like if Varsal ever has a bad engage here, it's gonna be very rough to get out of it. Luckily though, his whole team come kind of in that engage mentality, and they do want to go together. So yeah, something to consider. Mundo also has way faster clears. Vi's clear to be anywhere close is very specialized, and I'm not sure if Varsal has it down to a T yet. But if he does, I mean, it's still gonna be Mundo favored, and definitely better dragon control on the Mundo. A lot of outranging as well, but if Eversio can pull the trigger earlier on, get the invades going, I think they should have a good time in this jungle matchup. Mid lane, Orianna Ahri. Despite comments in the chat saying that Ori wins against Ahri, I'm still going by what I'm used to. Maybe at the highest level of play, Orianna's doing really well. But usually from what I've seen, if the Ahri charm lands or post 6, Ahri has ways to, you know, outrange the Orianna as well, even in lane. Of course, Orianna could always tech into her shield, get the magic resist boots, get something like the Roa going, right, get that health going, and become essentially unkillable for Ahri to deal with. The roam potential is also there for the Ahri as well on side lane, so he could push the lane and maybe go roam and maybe out movement the Orianna here. So my eyes will be again on Mechanics here for tonight. In the mid lane, he has a good chance here to go off, especially his Ahri, a pretty good Ahri, usually you know, banned against him and all that stuff in local scenes. So let's see the next matchups. We have the Sivir Renata versus Senna Kai'Sa. I'm really unsure about this matchup. I think it's a bit 50-50, maybe matchup oriented. I think Sivir does get the earlier push, has the better range than the Kai'Sa, so some trades should go in CBA's favor. Renata passive as well, offering a lot of damage if they can get autos together off. Senna kind of earlier on wants to take shorter trades, doesn't really want those big time all-ins. But thanks to Kai'Sa passive, going all in on either Renata or Sivir could lead to a good result. Kai'Sa passive dealing so much damage. We need to watch out for Renata W, which will basically respawn the target or their health bar, and if they can get a kill, it will basically be permanent. So, you know, we need to be careful for all inning, and then Renata W just gets us a kill back, and the kill we thought we got is actually lost. So let's see how they play it out. Once again, it is Hido and Iconic, so I have no doubts they'll know what to do. We are on red side now. Let's see here. Oh, we see Aatrox riding the new strategy. Or did he not do it? He did do it. Okay, so Aatrox right now, he has a bit of XP from 1 minion, right? So he's gonna be level 2 on this first wave. I know directed cam and whatnot, but I just want to not lose this moment. This is just a new piece of tech that has been floating around. But yeah, Aatrox should be level 2 on this wave, but Iconic has successfully pushed it in. So it shouldn't even be possible to abuse it at the moment. Yeah, in fact, we should be seeing Aatrox spiking. Oh, or not. Maybe he fumbled it somehow. My bad. I gave it so much hype, but yeah, I think Awaken just started pushing so quickly that one of the minions must have died and he lost XP on it, which in the end actually makes it not worth it. Or maybe Riot pseudo hotfixed it, who knows? Because it's been trending a bit, right? Alright, something happened there. Nice to see Eversio's bot lane here. Iconic and Hida doing the works. Let's see, so far Eversio sitting easy on the CS. We actually see the Orianna starting to get ahead on Ahri here in the mid lane. Still has one potion up. So I'm not too sure about the matchup at the moment. Oh, look at the Awaken here. He finds the early aggression. There's the flash used. He gets the last auto attack, and Awaken gets first blood here in the solo play. Taking down Cormax Aatrox. It's a great morality boost here for Eversio, starting off the game with first blood. And I imagine CBA here are kind of feeling it. Let's see here, this mid lane is having a bit of a rough time. We didn't focus too much on it, so I'm not too sure where it went south. But Mechanics now dinging 6. We see Varsal as well, he's around that dragon. So yeah, with Mechanics going 6 here, he could have more assistance here from his team. The Vi lockdown, the Ahri lockdown could get him in the right place at the right time. We see Mundo here actually flashing away. And there's the shockwave used, a flash for flash in the mid lane. Ooh, and the execute. Down he goes. Mechanics sadly didn't get a piece of the action there, but he does get the pressure off. And no flash, no shockwave on Orianna. He still has Spirit Rush as well. Eversio also take the dragon on top of everything going on. Look at this. Come on, Eversio. This is it. This is it, guys. Well done. We've secured that early aggression. Look at Awaken here, getting his second blood as well. Oh my gosh. Awaken. What have you done to us? You've made us choose now. Is it Nar top or is it the Darius top? What do we prefer? That's it. A rare sight seeing Hido actually going down a bit on CS here, but he is up against a Sivir after all. Very easy to last hit. Mechanics really is having trouble here in the mid lane at the moment. See Iconic here getting caught out by the Renata. The damage is there. And Hido's trying to dish it out. The first skill goes down. And now it's all up against Hido and the Sivir. The damage from Kaiser should be there, but he's down a level, and that's a lot of stats. We'll take the barrier here. And Hido happy to walk away from that. Summoner's up. And he knows that the next fight he can actually all in this Sivir. Sivir having no ult, no barrier. Actually, Hido looking for potentially more, but there is a ward there and the minions do give it away. See, there's the damage from Cormac here. There's the flash from Varsal. The ult used as well. And Cormac goes down for the third time. They do not want him to have a happy day. Mechanics here could be in a bit of trouble. The Spirit Rush is available. He used it to dodge the shockwave. Mechanics very happy to take away pressure from himself in the lane where he's not doing all the best he can. And there's the charm landed. He is forced off though with Renata's presence. Potentially setting up a dive here. Vanguard taking a lot of damage. Ooh, the Kaiser W goes wide. A Void Seeker. This looks to be a slow game as well, but the control definitely much more in Eversio space at the moment here. There's the Renata ult used here. Oh, barely walking out of that one. But here comes Mundo. And Hido was looking like a sacrifice, but he does flash over. Now, does he have the space? He does. His Mechanics guarding the area. The second dragon will not go down in vain. We see Awaken actually teleporting in. Mechanic's on the side here. He gets shockwaved and he does charm to dash away. So at the very least, no Oriana ult is there, and Eversio did secure this dragon. It does come at the cost of Awaken's teleport though. Let's see, the early executioners. Uh, Oi, oi, oi. Yeah, calling, right? Yeah, but the early executioners here to deny the healing region from the Aatrox. Always a good choice to think about. He might be on a bit of a back foot here. There's the teleport. The ult from Iconic coming out. And Hido trying to trade 1-for-1, but there's the Renata W. Used excellently to deny the kill. And also get the shutdown at the same time. The flash shockwave from the Oriana. And that is a kill going into his pocket. Iconic goes down. But it does give some breathing room for Mechanics to come back into this match. We're starting to see as well Aatrox in the top lane finding these positive trades against Awaken. Oh. Let's see here. Mechanics hasn't really found his footing in this match yet, but he's not out of it at the moment. He's down 20 CS, but it shouldn't hold him back for too much. Still gonna be providing that value for the charm to try and maybe as well maneuver the Oriana. Pretty low mobility champions here on the side of CBA, only Aatrox having a dash. Very mobile, Eversio comp as well in general. Let's see here, that's a nasty Q here hitting onto Varsal, and that's just the value Mundo brings to the table sometimes. Just one Q here, chunking a significant chunk of Varsal's health. You have to think twice about going in after that. Oh, those Mundo Qs hurt just before the objective. But has Mundo overstepped his welcome? As the Renata W used, Mundo's down. Varsal goes in. He flashes out. Cormac goes in and big shockwave. But it doesn't get anything. And on the side, he does, killing them all. Ho ho ho. That's a wipe. It's an ace for Eversio. Not even a single member going down on their team. A very nice play to see here all across the board. Varsal with a nice engage and disengage of his own. Staying alive through the tide. Eversio, Eversio. Ho ho. Hashtag Everwin in the chats. Hey guys, when we lose, but when we win, we freaking win, huh? Nice to see, nice to see. I hope we can settle on an iteration of this team. The swaps are just simply too much sometimes. Across the board. We see the damage coming out from Hido here. Ginsu's Rageblade second item with the first item Yuntal's. It's gonna be a lot of constant DPS coming out from him. Oh, the damage coming out, the flash ult used by this Renata. There's Sivir's ult as well. And Eversio more than happy to take that as a win and back off. Let's see, Hido gets pulled in. He uses the ult to dash away of danger and get the shield, but maybe a bit confused on that play. He flashes into the danger, not seeing the Mundo come in. Vanguard on the Sivir flashes in. He gets snared by Iconic and he will go down. Meanwhile, Mechanics on the side gets Shockwave. There's the charm. And he kites away to Varsal here. This mid lane turret will surely fall as we move on to the next place. Let's see, Eversio still not letting up on their aggression. They're still fairly ahead in this match, 4k up, one dragon away from the soul. The Baron has spawned now. Any bad fight taken by CBA could potentially lead into a Baron for Eversio. The Kai'Sa damage, the Vi damage is just a lot to handle. Alright, Mechanics manages to bait out the Renata ult. A nice dash into charm combo there. There's the mid lane turret going down. The Spirit Rush used. And he will be able to run away. There's the charm at max range. Varsal connects with his Vault Breaker. And they're all disconnecting here. And nice to see Iconic here with the 97 stacks at the moment on the Senna. So it's a very strong Senna at the moment. Varsal really looking to find someone here. He does not go in. Mechanics, well, similar to what this comp wants to accomplish, they have the Meganar form. And once it's down, Eversio are best not trying to engage. But it does seem like they will be forced into a situation. Awaken is on the way, but he is a mini-nar. He will need to hit this dragon a couple of times to get his form. It's gonna take a while for sure. Eversio are forced into a position they need to fight without the Meganar. Can they make it happen? Mechanics is on the side, his Spirit rushes in. We see Kaisa on the side here, dashes into the fray. 2k on Dragon, 3k. Varsal goes in, he gets shut down with the shockwave. 2 kills on the side though, as the Dragon is getting secured at the moment by Eversio. Mechanics as well, managing to pick up 2 kills on his own. And Eversio walk away with a 1-4-3 and Dragon on top. Mechanics, can you make it 4? He dashes in, he finds the move speed with his Spirit Rush. The Q goes wide and he's unable to connect his charm. There's the Sen out from downtown. Oh, the Q barely misses. The slow from the Orianna is just so strong. But oh my gosh, the Spirit Rush runs out just in time and the flash used to shut down Mechanics. Guys, please tell me you close your eyes or sneeze during that moment. You do not want to see that again. And now the Baron is started by Eversio. They have no jungler here, but they don't need Varsal. To be frank, CBA don't even know this is actually going on. And Baron Nation will be secured. Eversio doing the works, looking like the professional team they ought to be. And keep in mind, this is no run-of-the-mill team we're up against. They're the real deal. I'll have to see about this. That's done second here on Varsal. I'm really curious as to the tech here. The Sundered Sky into Dead Stance. He's favored this combination even in the last match on the Xin Zhao. Very interesting. Maybe it's something he does when he has Enchanter supports. Alright, let's see it here. This mid lane turret is getting beaten. The Vi ult used, but the Sivir shields it. But the damage from Hito is just absurd. He completely wipes the Vanguard off the board. Cormac goes in. This Aatrox is a sitting duck. The shockwave hits too, but there's no damage. The Mechanics on the side. The charm lands. Pixel perfect charm. A lot of damage coming out of Mr. Mechanics here. And now Eversio just waiting for the wave to crash into this turret. We see Awaken on the bot lane as well, getting some damage in onto the bot lane tier 2. That's one turret. The inhibitor falls as well. Awaken on the side. Trying to get that tier 2 turret down so they can push into the tier 3. Let's see, CBA are all spawning back here. So Eversio will have to start backing off and thinking about their recalls. They took a lot from this play. And let's see, we see the Dusk and Dawn item complete here by Hido. And he picks up... Oh, he's indecisive between the Zhonya's component or picking up a straight up Needlessly Rod. He does end up going for the Needlessly Large Rod in the end. Very interesting Kaisa build here. I'm not too sure as to what runes he's running. Is it Hail of Blades? Or Lethal Tempo? Anyways, the Dusk and Dawn will accelerate his passive. So if he auto queues, auto, It's gonna be his passive right there, right? Or auto W auto. Gensu's as well, giving him more stacks of his passive, so it could come to a point where an auto coming from a singular ability just triggers 4 passive stacks alone, which is pretty big. I can see the wisdom in this build. Let's see. Oh, the shockwave flashed by Varsal. He does not want to go down. And Eversio now on the defensive. A nice ult here from Varsal, gets 3. There's the Senna ult as well to shield his allies. And one goes down, Renata falls. The Mundo ult is used. The damage is here from Eversio. Can they find the space? Mechanics flashes out. That's a double kill here for Eversio. Can they get 3? Vanguard is kiting out. That's the third. And Nar is unstoppable here. Awaken with the 3rd kill for this fight sequence. And now Eversio are looking to end off this game. The first Nexus turret is being targeted. Mechanics is teleporting in. 1 turret falls. Can we get the next? Of course we can. Come on. This is a finished game and you know it. The Nexus is next. And Eversio secure a clean 2-0 victory here against actually CBA. At least they can't be asked. Alright, there you go, guys. So we get to go to bed with a happy face on our smile, or with a happy smile on our face, right? I'm quickly looking down to see when's the next time we will play. So yeah, tune in to next Thursday, guys. It's nice to see that this Eversio lineup did the difference, right? A very nice, successful victory. Straight to the point, no real turns or twists in the story. It's something we all would like to see more of. So yeah, tune in next Thursday, guys. Stay tuned, and thank you, Eversio, for delivering such a good game in the end. Hopefully we can keep the structure and keep growing from here as a team. Alright, guys, good night. Thanks for joining. See you all for the next one. Peace. Oh,